Hi friends, it's Queen Alita. I'm here today with a prophetic message from the Lord, and it's based on a dream that I had on November 19th, 2022, so a couple of nights ago. And I just want to welcome you back to the channel. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. And I just want to put out this disclaimer, getting tongue-tied there. Put out a disclaimer, especially if you're new, that not every prophetic message that I put on this channel is meant for you. It is so important that you take it before the Lord, that you ask Him to confirm the word for you, that you make sure that He is speaking to you. You have to have a relationship with the Lord. You have to be able to hear His voice for yourself, because that is the most important relationship you'll ever have. And I also know that this word is going to be confirmation for some of you. So I still encourage you to take it before the Lord, especially if you have any questions, anything that you're not clear on. Have that continual conversation with Him, okay? It's important that you do that. All right, so like I said, the dream was on November 19th. So in the dream, I remember having to make a phone call, and I was calling a man who used to be my boss. So I don't work for anybody but the Lord right now. So the Lord in this dream used the last boss that I had, the last CEO that I worked for. So I remember giving him a call, and I called the company, the reception line, and somehow in the dream I knew that the main receptionist was not available, that she was on her break, and that someone was filling in for her. So when I called, the young lady who was filling in picked up the phone, and this person that I used to work for, that used to be my CEO, his name is actually Carl. But in the dream I said, "Can I please speak to David?" But I also said it very slowly. And I was expecting that the receptionist would want to screen the call, ask who I am, why I want to speak to the CEO, the usual screening that would happen. And she immediately put me through. And I thought, okay, well, she didn't screen the call. Obviously, she's just filling in. This is not her main duty. So his PA will probably screen the call. And I thought that's going to be fine because I know her. And instead of the phone call being routed to the PA, it went directly to the CEO. And he answered, and he didn't even wait to hear who it was. He knew it was me on the other side, and he was so happy to hear from me. He was just really complimenting me, saying such amazing, wonderful things. And his voice was very authoritative, very powerful. He didn't sound like the way he normally sounds in waking life. Not that he doesn't have, the authority and power in his role as CEO, but he just sounded different. He sounded just more, the voice was bigger and bold, and just, even the excitement in speaking to me. And I was taken aback. I was like, oh my goodness, okay, why, thank you, just really grateful for this, the way he was receiving me. And then while he was speaking, he started to encourage the people on his team that were in the room with him to kind of like do this cheering. They were cheering me on, I guess you can call it that. And I was taken aback. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm on speaker. And I think I actually said it, and I could hear them all just cheering me on in the background. And that was the dream. So this dream just left me really excited, because I thought, wow, what an amazing dream to have. A lot of things happened in that dream that I did not expect. And that's what the Lord is saying to you today, that basically He's making a way in situations that seem impossible. So a situation or a scenario is coming up in your life, all right? This is something that's coming up in the future, and it's going to happen that things will come with ease. They will happen with ease. The things that you're expecting to be obstacles are not going to be obstacles. So the first thing in the dream that I thought was going to be an obstacle was that the main receptionist wasn't there. And, in my mind, I was thinking, I know her, she knows me. So it was going to be easy for her to put me through. She didn't have to really screen the call. And that didn't happen. It was actually somebody else. But still, she didn't screen the call. So that's another obstacle that, didn't happen, or that wasn't there. It was non-existent. And then I thought, well, his PA will answer. didn't happen. It was him, and he knew it was me, and it was just beautiful. So this situation is coming up in your life. So all those obstacles that you think that are familiar to you, that you kind of expect to encounter, you won't encounter them. Not a single one. Not one, said the Lord. He actually wanted me to say this. Not a single obstacle will be in your way, because in this dream there wasn't a single obstacle. So there is a connection, though, that you need to initiate in order for things to move forward, in order for this door to be opened. And obviously the Lord will give you an indication when to do this thing, when to make the connection, when to take the initiative, or to initiate the thing that He's asking you to initiate. He's getting ready to bless you. The Lord is getting ready to bless you, to put you on the radar of people with influence and authority. And I really thought about it. I asked the Lord, like, why did I call him David when his name is actually Carl? And what came up in my spirit, even when I was, recording the dream, was David is a king, or David was a king. And that was a few days ago when I recorded it. And when I was getting the interpretation, again, it came up. It's about the king aspect of David's name, of, who David was, what his role was in the Bible. So a king has authority, a king has power, a king has influence, a king has a dominion. So God is getting ready to put you on the radar of people with great power, influence, dominion, authority, and they are excited to make that connection with you. They are almost waiting for you to make that move, to initiate something, to start something that will spark a series of events, right? So they already have people rallying for you, already have people on your side, and all those people, in the dream, it felt like, all his top senior managers, or board members. It was just important people, in a sense. I'm going to use the word important loosely because everybody's important. So or people with titles, I guess we can put it that way. So you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how God is going to bring a certain situation or scenario with ease that is really going to propel you and open doors for you. And I'm not going to say anymore because the Lord didn't give me any more. I could go on and start thinking about all the different scenarios that it could be, but know that whatever it is that's in your life that God has been speaking to you about, and you expect there to be certain types of obstacles, there won't be. Those obstacles have been dealt with. God is going to allow things to happen with ease. And even the people waiting for you on the other side are going to receive you with great joy. It's almost like they're expecting you. There's this expectation of you being there, okay? So God is going to surprise you. God is going to surprise you. And the scripture that He gave me is one that, it's a well-known one. And I've, it's come up in quite a few of my videos in the last year. It's Isaiah 43, verse 18 to 19. All those things that have happened, the way that the obstacles used to be before, the Lord is saying, forget all of that. It is nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness, and I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. God has made a pathway for you. He's created rivers in the dry wasteland. All the obstacles have been removed. So that is the word for today, friends. I pray that it's blessed whoever it is for. Always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much because you, my friends, are so deeply special to Him.